Hello and welcome to the channel. In today's episode, I am back with a part 3 in the series of growing food from the grocery store. I have 2 pots behind you that I have some food that I've been growing that I got from the grocery store. And if you'd like to see what that is, stay tuned. In this pot and in this pot, I have store-bought Malanga and Taro root. You may know this as Todle or Malanga. I bought these tubers from the grocery store. I thought I was getting Todle root, and when I got home, someone had mixed up both, and I just grabbed a few of them and brought them home, and I realized what I had when I brought them home. So I had one Malanga root, and I want to say 2 or 3 Todle roots. But if you can tell by the leaves, they look like, I just broke that one, they look like elephant ears. And so I'm going to take this one off since I accidentally broke it and let it go into the, actually put it over here, put it in the compost bucket. So I've got to be very careful. But these are edible and I have them labeled. They're growing quite nicely in the pot. I shouldn't put any more in here, but I have what looks like space for maybe 2 more. I don't know. I'm going to give it a try. Let me show you what they look like. I have some over here at my left. So let me grab the bag. The Malanga looks different than the Todle root. It's longer. But the one that I got before was a bit short. So it was a little bit, it was disguised a bit, I should say. So this is a Malanga root. They could be shorter, they could be half the size, but this is what it looks like. And as you can see, perhaps it is beginning to bud at the top. And all I did was had this sitting in a bowl in my kitchen. So I am going to put this in the pot and let it grow. I probably need to get a much deeper pot than this because this is not going to do. This needs to grow down. So for right now, I am going to put it in this pot until I can find a deeper pot to put it in. I don't have any more deeper pots. I've already used everything I have, so I have to acquire something else. As a matter of fact, I have some potatoes that are going to be coming out in the next couple of weeks. I could probably transplant this into that pot, so that's probably what I'll do. But for right now, I'm just going to move this mulch, and it looks like I have one right here. I do. I have one already here, but it's not looking so great. So I don't know if you all can tell. Let me see. Let me move the camera down so that you all can see what I'm talking about. I hope you all can see better now, but right here is a malanga. And at the top, right here, it looks like it's blooming, but I'm not sure if it's doing very well. So I'm going to leave that and I'm going to plant this one over here. So I'm going to cover this up. I'm going to take the mulch off the top of it like that, just in case the mulch is the problem. And I'm going to move the mulch from over here and create a hole. Let me get my glove. I don't like digging around in the dirt barehanded. And I'm just going to make a hole right here and see if I can get this in here. As I said, I need a much taller pot than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mound up over here. I've got some soil that I have harvested from other containers. Let me take this drip irrigation line out for now. And I'm going to move this mulch out of the way, and I'm going to mound up this side of the pot. So I'm moving the mulch over here, and I want to see if this has put down roots. It doesn't seem as if as you can see here, this one is a lot shorter. It's not soft. It is budding here at the top, a little bit there as well, but this is a lot shorter than the one I just put in the pot. So what I'm going to do, and this is the root from the other malanga, so I have to be very careful. I am just going to mound up soil around it until I can get this moved into a much deeper pot. Just like that. So I am going to go and get some soil that I collected from another container and place it in this voided space right here. So I'm going to place that malanga right there, and I'll be right back. I hope you all can see I have mounded up some soil that I reclaimed from some other pots earlier today. I am going to place some fertilizer. This is chicken manure, Osmocote, azomite rock dust, bone meal, and blood meal. These are root vegetables, so they will need that fertilizer to be able to put down nice, strong root crops. I'm going to put my glove on. As I mentioned, I don't like digging around in the soil with bare hands. So I am just going to mix this fertilizer in. And this was a bulb from another plant. So I'm going to take that out. There we go. Now, not only will the new tuber get fertilizer, the plant that's already in here will get some. And then this new baby that I uprooted, that I am going to place back in here, will also get some fresh fertilizer. Now I am going to have to get some more wood chip. I'm going to make sure that I do not cover up the top of this malanga because I don't want it to rot because it is beginning to sprout. So I'm going to get some wood chip and top that up, water that in, and that is the malanga. Now I also have some Todle root. So let's move this. You all may know this as Edo, but this is my Todle root right here. I already have some growing. As you can see, I am going to move this mulch over and make a hole right here on this side of the plant. I'm going to place some fertilizer in here as well. Just kind of mush it. I actually spilled a little bit on the ground, silly me. And this is my Taro root. It does not look the best. These were not doing so great in the house. There's one, and here's two. I did the exact same thing I did with the others. Put them on a paper towel, but they're looking a little worse for the wear. They do appear to have a couple of eyes that are trying to sprout, but I'm not quite sure. And I think it goes this way. So I'm just going to place it in the pot like that, hoping I'm placing it right side up. It's kind of hard to tell right now. And if it rots, it'll just be food for the plant. I believe it goes this way. I'm just going to cover it over. Do the same thing on this side. Hope you all can see what I'm doing. I know there are leaves in the way. Move the mulch over. Make a hole. Hope you all can see. I can't tell, but you can see you all are a bit away from me. Put a little bit of fertilizer in there. and mix it in. Try not to do too much damage, but I did move the root, and I believe I'm going to place it this way inside the pot. This one's not doing so great. I think it's gonna die, but I'm gonna put it in here anyway. Give it a fighting chance. Cover it back up with the mulch, and that is growing food from the grocery store family. I'm gonna put my irrigation tubing back in this pot. I'm gonna put it back in the corner, back over here, just like so. I'm also going to put the irrigation tubing back in this one. Bring it back over here. Let's see. And that way it will also get watered when I turn on the irrigation, but I am going to be up potting this because this needs a much deeper pot. But for right now, this is what I'm doing. And this is just another bit of food that I'm growing from food that I purchased from the grocery store. And as you see, they grow well. As long as they are viable, they will grow. If they're not viable, they will rot. If it rots, it'll rot down and feed the pot. If it grows, I will have food to eat. And this kind of is like a potato type taste. So I'm putting the lemongrass over the top of it just in case it has any pests that like to eat it. It'll smell the lemongrass versus the root vegetables here. And that's it for me, everybody, today. I hope that you enjoyed my brief video, my third installment in the series of growing food from the grocery store. If you'd like to give this a try, I recommend going to your local grocery store, see if they carry malanga or taro root, and give it a try. If you cannot eat potatoes, this might be a good substitute for you. So until I see you again, either in my kitchen or my food forest, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye-bye for now. Don't forget, grow food, grow as much as you can, and grow from the grocery store. Bye for now.